Tonight on CTV News, we take a look at the Chinese festival hosted by the Confucius Institute. Then we'll watch sports anchors Brett Kennedy and Olivia Landis talk to CSU Rams about who they'd rather hang out with. And then we'll take a look at the CSU Quidditch team prepare for an upcoming tourney, starting now.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening, CSU and Fort Collins. I'm Kay Bennett.
And I'm Bailey Lakey. Police are warning citizens to not take selfies with resident elk near the mountains. This is because a man in Estes Park was tossed up in the air and injured after trying to take a selfie with one. Many tourists are attracted to the animal due to their large numbers from a protected status in the state. We repeat, it's not a good idea to take selfies with wild elk.
And according to the Coloradoan, construction for the Prospect Road Underpass has a begin date. The project will begin in January and will hopefully be finished by the end of summer 2016. The $6.1 million project will make it easier for students and citizens alike to cross Prospect, either on foot or on bike.
Recently, CSU students and the community took the time to celebrate a traditional Chinese festival.
The Mid-Autumn Festival, also known as the Moon Festival, is a time for people to come together and celebrate with family and friends.
Mid-Autumn Festival, usually we say it's a festival for family to get together. So no matter how far away you are, usually at that festival, people want to get together.
The Confucius Institute worked alongside the Chinese Scholars Student Association, the CSU Chinese Club, and many other people in the community to put on this exciting event.
Today, we Chinese are very happy to celebrate this festival. So we want all of the people can have fun in this day.
Activities included face painting, calligraphy competitions, a variety of games, traditional Chinese dancing and food, and much more.
I really love watching the dancing. I think that's really interesting, and just learning more about the festival and the actual festival.
The Confucius Institute at CSU strives to serve as a bridge between Colorado and China.
We come from China to help people learn Chinese. We come to help people to understand China, what China it is, what China is now. So we come to display Chinese culture to people.
If you missed the Mid-Autumn Festival, don't worry, the Confucius Institute will be holding another festival celebration in the spring.
The Collegian is reporting that the CSU Synchronized Swim Team has reached an agreement with the CSU Rec Center to reobtain their ability to practice there. They recently had their permission revoked after the Office of Risk Management and Insurance expressed concern over their possibly dangerous hypoxic or breath-holding training.
A CSU professor is going to be on the hit show Who Do You Think You Are? Associate History Professor Ann Little will be researching TV icon Tom Bergeron's ancestral history on the reality show. She was chosen for her background on French-Canadian history as well as her research skills. The episode premiered last week.
Transport is facing problems associated with overpopulation off campus, as students are often late to class because the buses are too full. Backpacks, coffees, and silence along the apartments on West Elizabeth Street early this morning.
We're here to catch the bus.
Rachelle Eddings has missed the ride before, but not because she was running late.
Sometimes it gets too busy, so they have to keep going, and then we have to catch the next one.
And she isn't the only one. Just this morning, Clint Ide faced the same situation.
Got here on time for the bus and it was too full for me to get on. Hopefully they send another one.
He says this happens often.
Every morning, Monday, Wednesday, Friday usually, there's so many kids who have class at 9.
And shares his personal solution.
Typically, I get here half an hour early, which is usually plenty of time.
The general manager of Transit Services says they have been scheduling extra buses.
We're working diligently to try to accommodate the demand that we're seeing out in West Elizabeth, the students coming into campus, as well as trying to accommodate the demands on the MAX service too, because we are having to put additional buses out there as well.
He wants to thank students for using their service to get to campus and offers a piece of advice.
Typically there will be a bus shortly after the bus that may be full, so hopefully it's not a long wait.
Clint says it's a little too far to get those legs moving.
I have not walked. I will drive before I walk.
So it seems like the best course of action is to hope that another bus is close behind. The Transit Center is working closely with CSU and ASCSU to try to find solutions. And that's it for our news segment. Nicole Conklin is up next with your weather forecast. Stay tuned.